Good evening and welcome to Saturday Night Football, and what a night it is for Chris Grant, arriving at the Telstra Dome for game number 300. Made his debut in round 1, 1990, and now becomes only the third Bulldog player to do so behind Ted Whitten and Dougie Hawkins. There he is being met by another Bulldog legend in Charlie Sutton, and what a career it's been. Kicked his 500th goal last week. It was taken all the way back in 1989 at 105, if you can believe it. And in that time, 2 best and fairest, and also 3 times All-Australian. A magnificent career, preparing to run out now through the banner. And the Western Bulldogs, well, they've lost their last 3 games, but this is such a moment for them. It gives them everything to play for tonight, up against a very talented Adelaide side, who in reverse have won their last 3 games. And they're celebrating half a milestone with Simon Goodwin, who was under a cloud coming into this game, celebrating game number 150.
200th game milestone, becoming only one of, as he said, 45 players to reach that mark, and only one of 3 Bulldogs behind the great Ted Whitten and Doug Hawkins. I caught up with him during the week and asked him what it meant to join such an exclusive club, and this is what he had to say.
When you look at it in that context, you understand the relevance of it all. It's been quite a strange thing, because we had a testimonial dinner a couple of weeks ago now, and it's sort of almost, in my mind, been celebrated. So the week's come around, and a week later than I probably expected as well. I had an injury at the start of the year, which has now meant that it now falls a week later.
After missing just 22 games since his debut in round 1, 1990, Chris Grant became the 3rd youngest player to reach the 250-game milestone. But his luck soon ran out. A neck injury and insurance dispute in 2002 was followed by another cruel blow in round 1 the following year, when the former Bulldogs captain was told he needed a knee reconstruction. Both nearly spelt the end of his career, but the 32-year-old says his worst memories won't be of the time he's spent on the sidelines.
The things that are probably blackest for me are finals losses. I mean, from our point of view, we haven't played in a grand final since I've been here, and it's now year 16 and I still haven't, and that's probably the darkest part.
Is that a regret, if you call it that?
Oh, absolutely. That's the number 1 regret. And, you know, some of my ambition to still be here is that hope of playing in a premiership at some stage.
However, Grant admits losing the 1997 Brownlow medal to St Kilda's Robert Harvey because of a 1-match suspension for striking is something he'll always regret.
Yeah, it was tough. I think tougher for me seeing the other people who had to deal with it as well. I mean, the club had to deal with it. I think from an individual point of view, and being the person in the shoes, I'd sort of dealt with that throughout the course of the year. I was suspended in round 7, and I knew all year that I couldn't win it. In saying that, though, it's still a disappointing thing within my career to know that, you know, I won a Brownlow and couldn't win it because of an indiscretion.
The Bulldogs faithful will get their chance to toast one of their most famous and favourite sons, a 3-time All-Australian whose name will be forever etched alongside club legends Ted Whitten and Doug Hawkins as the only players from Whitten Oval to reach the exclusive 300-game club. But just how much has the old dog got left in him?
I think I'll last as long as I'm required.
Grant uses the body. Now can he run into the football? He does. The skipper kicks a ripper.
And the man of the moment, here he is, Chris Grant.
Chris, could you have scripted it any better?
No, it's a great effort by the boys. You know, we've been disappointed with ourselves the last 3 weeks, so you know, the guys got up for themselves. That was great.
Set up by a brilliant third quarter, 9 goals to 1. What was it at half time?
Well, you know, we just weren't closing them down enough. You know, we were almost sort of playing, you know, free-flowing footy, and that was no good for us. So as soon as we started to close it down a little bit, we're in the game, and big dance up in the goal square was great.
They're all cheering you. It's going to make for a great night.
Sure will.
Well done, mate.
And now a very special moment for Chris Grant, with his great mates there, of course, Rowan Smith and Brad Johnson, Luke Darcy getting involved. And it's always great when a milestone when you have a great win, Kevin.
Yes, and only the 3rd Bulldogs player to play 300 games. He did say before the game that he'll keep playing until he's not wanted, but he has been one of the all-time greats of the Bulldogs. Didn't win a Brownlow medal. We know he lost it after being suspended, and on another occasion he lost the Brownlow medal by 1 vote. But he's been one of their favourite sons. At one stage there, looked like he was going to go interstate to Port Adelaide.
Very close
to
to
stay with the Bulldogs. became captain of the Bulldogs, and tonight celebrates 300 games with the One Club. So it's been a magnificent night for the Bulldogs and that man on screen, Chris Grant. Better than a Brownlow. Well, I would say this. Let me just jump in there, Jared.
Thanks, Kevin.
No, because Jared's still looking at the stats for Will Minson at the moment.
He's just searching.
He's just adding up these stats. But this is a great sight. But look, they would have loved to have won this game, and they have won the game for Chris Grant. I don't think playing the 300th game would make them play any better. They would hope they could come away with a win, because it would be an indictment on the Bulldogs players that they could actually pull something out special, because it was a milestone game. But their greatest wish when they played there tonight was that they could at least play to their maximum ability, and if they did that, to give themselves a chance to do what they're doing right now, and this is carrying this great man off the field at the Telstra Dome after winning against the Adelaide Pros.
Well, it was 11 and 8, by the way, Matt. 11 kicks and 8 handballs.
He was terrific.
Let's just pay tribute further. We've seen him play since 1985 when he was drafted as a spindly-legged kid, and he's just grown as a man and grown as a supporter of the game, both on and off the field. He's been sensational. And I just hope he has 24 hours of euphoria, because he hasn't had it in September when he would have loved it, but tonight hopefully makes up in a small part for that.